Hello everybody, this is Jeff at etrailer.com. Today we're going to take a look at this Provider ST225 75R15 Radial Trailer Tire in a load range D, mounted on this 15-inch silver modular steel wheel with the 6 on 5.5-inch bolt pattern. Now this tire and wheel assembly is ideal for stock trailers, utility trailers, and campers. Uses a steel wheel, it has the modular design. And when we say modular design, that's the one that has the round holes all the way around the wheel. This wheel is very sturdy and rust resistant. The wheel itself goes through a 3-step finishing process, which will include first a zinc phosphate bath, an e-coat primer, and then they use a silver powder coat on the outside of the wheel. And if we spin it around to the back or the inside here, you can see that they lightly e-coat it to reduce friction and provide rust resistance. Now this wheel does use the ITR Technology. I'm going to zoom in and show you what we're talking about. ITR stands for improved torque retention, and they do that by right here. The torque retention helps keep your wheel securely in place on your trailer. And if you notice right here, what they do is these stud holes, they use uncoated stud holes, and then they're beveled to give you better clamp force retention. So when you put your lug nuts on there and tighten it down, it'll hold it better to the trailer. Now the tire they use on this is a radial tire. It is constructed with double steel belts, double polyester cords for a nice long life. This tire is great for highway use. It does use a nylon tread firming belt overlay to help prevent tread separation. And the tire itself is bake tested to ensure that the rubber holds up over time. The tread on this tire, let me just spin it around and zoom in again. If you look at that, it uses a nice automotive grade tread design, and it has the siping. The siping is those cuts you'll see in the tread blocks, and what that does is helps break up the water underneath the tire and help channel that water away from the tire to improve traction during wet or snowy or icy conditions. Now the tire is an ST tire. It stands for Special Trailer Tire. It's designed to couple the strength of a bias tire with the durability and stability of a radial tire. And this tire is created specifically for trailers. It's not intended for use on any other vehicles. It does come with a 2-year Platinum Plus warranty, which will include emergency tire change service and other benefits. And this assembly does meet the DOT, which is Department of Transportation, specifications, and it does exceed your federal motor vehicle safety standards. A few specs on this. We'll start with the wheel. The diameter of the wheel will measure 15 inches in diameter. The width on just the wheel is 6 inches wide. Now the bolt pattern on this wheel is a 6 on 5.5-inch bolt pattern. And if you want to measure the bolt pattern on a wheel that's an even number of lugs, in this case 6, it's pretty easy because the lug holes are directly across from each other. So all you have to do is take a tape measure and go from this, pick any hole, let's say this one, measure from the center of this hole to the center of the lug hole right across from it. So on this it'll measure 5.5 inches. So it's a 6 on 5.5-inch bolt pattern. It does use a wheel lug size of a 1/2 inch by 20. The weight capacity on just the wheel by itself is 2,830 pounds. And the pilot hole diameter, which is the large hole in the center of the wheel here, goes over the hub on your trailer. Diameter of that opening is 4.25 inches. Now the tire size, which will be stamped on the sidewall, is ST for Special Trailer 225 75R15. The R means that it is a radial tire. Section width on this is 8.8 inches. Overall diameter from the bottom to the top when it's inflated is 28.3. And this is a load range D tire, which means it's an 8-ply rated tire. Has a maximum load capacity of 2,540 pounds at 65 PSI. And the last thing I do want to mention is most all your new trailer tires are coming through with a speed rating on them, and they do stamp it on the tire sidewall by a letter designation. And where you'll find that is right after the size we just went over. You'll see 2 numbers for a load index, and then at the very end of it is letter M. Speed rating M will mean 81 mile per hour speed rating. But that should do it for the review on this Provider ST225 75R15 Radial Trailer Tire in a load range D, mounted on this 15-inch silver modular steel wheel with the 6 on 5.5-inch bolt pattern.